Hey everyone, it's Zane. Welcome back to Auto Group. This is the all-new Toyota Grand Highlander Platinum. This is the top of the line. This one is about 62K and it has the bigger engine, the Hybrid Max engine. It's a 2.4 liter turbocharged four-cylinder with a 6-speed automatic, not a CVT, so very, very nicely done, Toyota. It makes 362 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque, which is absolutely insane. It's paired with, of course, the hybrid system that Toyota uses. Tons of features in this thing. 3 rows. It's a bigger version of this Highlander right here, which is already a really nice hit for Toyota. And now, of course, you get a 3rd row, kind of like a Grand Cherokee L from Jeep, like our car. So anyways, coming on to the rear, let me show you what's very different about this Grand Highlander compared to the normal Highlander is that it looks more like an enlarged RAV4. And I've noticed the reception that this thing has gotten in terms of design by people has been very positive, and people really like the more boxy design because I guess a lot of people appreciate the RAV4's design and they like it in a bigger size. Okay, so on the inside of the all-new Grand Highlander, the first thing you're welcomed with is this beautiful center display, which is a 12.3-inch display, and as well as your fully digital gauge cluster for you to look at with tons of different features and animations, which looks really, really nice. You got a beautiful heads-up display at the front as well, very similar to how it is in the Lexus products. We just reviewed the RX with that and the RZ as well. Looking up here, you also have your camera rear view mirror, which is absolutely excellent. And then you could do with a flick of a switch, you could turn that into a regular view mirror as well. So absolutely excellent. On the top, we do have a full-size panoramic sunroof, which is beautiful. Let me move up the shade so you could see how nice that looks completely, you know, in that display. Very, very stylish. A really nice two-tone color in the interior. We got half leather seats with the microfiber suede inserts, which look really nice, you know, the seats, and then they also feel really nice too. Very, very comfy over here. Same shifter basically that you find in the new Lexus RX, for example. And this car is the same platform that is going to be for the new Lexus TX. And this, since we are in the Hybrid Max, basically the top of the line Hybrid Max Platinum, this one is about $62,000 with everything. It has Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. We got 11 speakers for your JBL sound system, navigation, everything. Every single box basically is checked in this thing. So let me go sit behind myself real quick. I'm about 6'3". Let's see how I fit. Okay, so sitting behind myself, here we go. And I can actually fit pretty decently behind myself because, you know, normally being 6'3", I can't really fit in a lot of cars in the back. But I have a good amount of headroom. The seats are kind of shaped to where I can still sit comfortably and go on a nice long drive. And most importantly, the seat back is really comfortable, so you won't get tired on a long drive. And so is the seat bottom. It's also nice and plush. We got some storage, of course, in the door panels. Tons of things that you could put, maybe like some Red Bulls or something over there for the smaller cup holders. And then you, of course, have your bigger ones as well. Tons of storage, you know, on the sides as well. Over here in the middle, you got a normal 12-volt outlet as well. You got USB-C. And climate control in the back. You have ventilated seats in the back as well as heated seats, which is wonderful. Let me, I guess, go hop in the 3rd row and see if I can actually fit back there. Okay, first attempt to get back in the 3rd row. Gonna move this forward. All right, and then this will go like this. I mean, obviously for a person of my height, there's not a lot of space, but what I'm surprised by is that there's actually headroom in the back. If I did have to fit myself back here, I absolutely can. I have cup holders back here. I have another USB-C outlet over here as well, which is great. So yeah, very, very well done, Toyota, with this car in terms of your practicality and space for people. It's really nice. And one of the best things about it is that the seats are all supportive, even till the back. And the seat bottom is also nice, so I wouldn't mind going on a long drive. I have a nice window too, so yeah, we're looking good in here. Okay, in the back with the 3rd row up, you actually have a pretty good amount of space in the back, especially because the car isn't the longest, but they've still done packaging so well that you have good space in basically every section of the car, even behind the 3rd row. I'll let you know the numbers for the cubic feet of space that it has with the 3rd row up as well as with the 3rd row down in the video and in the description, right? All right, so now we are setting off in the all-new Grand Highlander. And the first thing you notice immediately is how soft the accelerator pedal is and how quiet the 4-cylinder is in this thing. And of course, when you pair it with the hybrid setup, you know, it shuts on and off, of course, at times. but it's very, very smooth. And what you see out front is a very nice head-up display. And it has tons of smooth power and more than enough low-end torque to get the job done. 400 pound-feet of torque in this one, 362 horsepower. It's a really sophisticated feeling car. The steering is light. It's accurate enough for the size of the car. And I think the best part of it all is the how soft and relaxed the accelerator is. I'm actually so impressed by how quiet the car is. Because a lot of four-cylinder products can oftentimes be loud and have tons of drone. We recently drove that Lexus RX, and it did have quite a lot of on-throttle engine noise. Not otherwise, but this car doesn't even have that. So like when you get on the gas, it's still really quiet and just wafts across. The suspension is very well tuned as well. It is quite floaty. It's not going to be more very tied down or anything, not super sporty in its normal driving that we're doing, but it's very controlled and calm, relaxed. Heated steering wheel, 3-stage heated seats, and then you also have 3-stage for your ventilated seats as well, which is great. With all the windows up and everything, there's barely any noise coming from the outside, which is great. Sound deadening has been really done very well in this thing. And then nothing, like all the inputs and everything are very smooth and soft, so it feels very luxurious, and you could really tell that you're driving something that's properly spec'd up and loaded up, which I really appreciate, because some cars can miss that. You can buy the base car and then it will feel the same as the top of the line one, but not in this. It's just feels expensive with all the features. Infotainment system's good, and now since it's touchscreen with this bigger screen, it's very easy to use, just like you find in the new Lexus products. It's very similar to that. You can check different information, of course, in your settings. And then for the JBL sound system, I'll link all the frequency, information and speakers and wattage, everything in the description for the video. Automatic brake hold as well over here. We got different driving modes as well. Snow mode, blind spot monitor, all the important features that you need. Now, as you are driving, let's say almost at highway speeds, there's such limited, there's barely any road noise, any tire noise. And even though the suspension is soft, I'm not feeling any sort of floppiness or, laziness in the way it behaves. It's, everything's going straight, perfectly aligned as well. No fidgety behavior from the front, especially the front suspension and the steering. Our camera rear view mirror is looking great, so helpful to remove anything that blocks your vision. Even after high speeds, the braking feel is very authentic, even though it is a hybrid car, and oftentimes cars, some of them get that wrong, some electric cars especially, and some hybridized cars like this one. But this, does it really well. A very natural feeling brake pedal. It truly feels like a very premium car. It checks every single box, which I really love. And that pretty much sums up, how it drives. Okay, so after driving it, after experiencing the features, the safety features, the luxury features, this Grand Highlander is a really good buy. And this platinum trim, it checks every single box. It is $62K, but it's well worth it. You got everything. You got styling, you've got amenities on the inside, heated and ventilated seats, 12.3-inch display, digital gauge cluster, 400 pound-feet of torque from this 2.4-liter turbo 4-cylinder, and of course your hybrid fuel efficiency in this trim, and all-wheel drive, and a lot of other things. It checks every single box. So thank you so much once again to Alex and Jim at Oakbrook Toyota here in the Westmont area for providing this vehicle, for being such good hosts for us as usual. Make sure to check out our other videos as well, and let me know which Toyota you want to see next from here. They got the Crown, they got the regular Highlander, they've got, I believe, probably a BZ4X and stuff like that as well. So whatever you want to see, just let me know on the channel. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Auto Group. Stay tuned for more videos very soon, and we'll see you guys in the next one.